Well, it's time now to check your money with Vicki Brackens, America's Money Maven. Vicki Brackens is president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Vicki, how you doing?
I should ask you how you doing, George,
Well,
because I heard.
What you heard? What you heard,
today.
Vicki?
I said, tell me what I heard.
What
today.
you heard, Vicki?
let everybody find out what I heard.
What
today.
you heard?
I heard it was your birthday, George.
You heard that? Wait,
I did. Okay, I think I sent you something special for your birthday, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, you gonna share it with everybody?
Yeah, let's just make that happen right now. Let's go.
Don't leave it's your birthday. Your partner, happy birthday.
Okay, that's all I can do now. Everybody's gonna start wondering, okay, are we actually going to talk about money today?
Yes, we're going to talk about some
money. We're going to spend some money
but
today.
It's a party up in here.
Yes.
Up in here.
All right.
Right?
All right. So,
milestone birthday. You want to ask me how old I'm going to be?
Oh, sure.
Word.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's hear it.
It's all about that life. Vicki,
okay.
I'm officially an elder.
Oh.
Officially.
That means you beyond the AARP card.
I'm beyond that card.
Okay, you mean you actually in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, congratulations.
Milestone birthday. I know the audience is like, well, what birthday is that, GK?
All right, go ahead and say it, because I know you need to feel it. Come on.
This is my 6th decade on this planet.
Well, congratulations to
I
you,
made
George.
it.
You made it, and you look good.
Fly and fabulous. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Okay, absolutely.
Listen, I'm blessed. I am blessed. And thank you, Vicki. And thank you to all of you who have been shouting the brother out today. I appreciate it. Or tomorrow. Well, it's actually tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But you can holler at me today.
Exactly.
I'm good with that.
Listen, we can do it for 24, 48, 72 hours if you want to. The whole week is yours.
I'm with that.
So let's go back just a little bit.
A little bit?
Okay. We've been doing our final exam.
Yes.
I want to congratulate you. You got an 80 on your final exam.
I thought it was a 90.
No. I checked the score again.
I got 1 point.
You missed 2.
I missed 2?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Roth IRA.
Exactly.
And I missed the, whatever it was.
Very first question.
Oh, the very first one?
Very first question.
Okay.
You missed it, okay? But
All
that's
right.
all right. And 80% I think is all right.
Okay.
And for all of those individuals who wanted to go back,
Right.
I hope you took some time to go into the YouTube channel and go through many of the segments that we've had over the last 65, 70 weeks
Right.
to cover all of the subject matter. But today, I kind of put out a teaser last week, told everyone that I was going to add a voice to today's conversation as we start to wrap up. And that voice happened to be Mr. Elijah's Hedgedon. Okay. Amias, excuse me.
I was
Ashidon.
looking, I was like, oh, wait, I know that ain't it.
Okay, I said it backwards.
Right.
Amias Ashidon.
Ashidon, yes.
Who is known everywhere as being Mr. Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Can I tell you something?
Yes.
When I was in LA, I actually saw a couple of billboards. In South Central, we were in Inglewood.
Okay.
And there's several murals. Several. I saw one. And I can actually post that mural.
Well, good.
I'll do that.
You should do
Since
that.
we're talking about Nipsey,
Right.
we're going to do that. So anyway, it just occurred to me.
Okay,
Yeah.
but there's been lots written. Of course, everyone knows about his amazing career as a rapper.
Right.
But there's been lots written, unfortunately, now at his death about the financial impact he had in his neighborhood. But what's also starting to surface is not only about the impact that he had in the neighborhood, but his thinking pattern and exactly the way he prepared for his family, how he prepared financially as far as the types of financial assets and instruments that he used, and his entire philosophy around always being prepared and using the tools that are available to you to increase wealth.
So we should say that Nipsey Hussle was killed in front of one of his businesses.
That's correct.
In South Central. And so that we want to make sure we tell the news
The full
part.
story.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So
yes.
as I said, the unfortunate passing. I just should say, tell the truth.
Right.
He was shot,
And killed,
unfortunately.
yes.
Okay, by someone there in front of one of his businesses there in South Central. But And there were some things that happened that sort of triggered a little bit of an uncomfortable reaction for me, and that was this. After his death, immediately, there was a GoFundMe page established to help his family.
Right.
And I think the thing that triggered a little bit of uneasiness for me was the assumption that there was a need for a GoFundMe page.
Right.
Because within our environment, quite often we believe that individuals have not prepared, because it is such a common thing,
Right.
particularly within our neighborhoods and within our environment, that people have not prepared. But the family made it very clear that they were going to be all right,
Yeah.
because he had set up several different trusts. There was plenty of life insurance. There were assets, and he owned all of the masters for all of his recordings. And he had taken time to work through the tax regulations. In fact, his accountant was all the way across the country in New York, in the city of New York. But he was very, very astute in how he handled everything. In fact, I found out also that in one of his latest recordings, called the Victory Lap, he actually featured several different economic principles and gave very good instructions on how to follow certain regulations or certain types of processes to increase your wealth. So he really spent a lot of time in looking at how to create wealth, but not only how to create it, but how to keep it, how to share it, how to preserve it, what to do for transfer.
All this in that song.
All of this in all of his in that song, but also in a lot of the interviews that he did, and other CDs and LPs that he had. So and a great understanding of the system of finance. Now, I titled this this segment "Never Judge a Book by Its Cover," because unfortunately, with the type of music that he was proficient in, we make the assumption that there would not be this type of substance in finance. And so I think this is an amazing lesson for everyone, that it's not about the cover, it's about the character. So, George, okay, I don't know if you have anything else you want to add for today, other than the fact that you're sitting there smiling like, okay, there's nothing else I can think about except my birthday. Okay, and the cake that's at home probably.
Well, you know, I was just thinking about what you were referring to in terms of Nipsey Hussle and the work that, and the preparations he made financially, and thinking about the conversations that we've been having.
Correct.
It's the same thing. You're trying to get people to be prepared if they're not prepared, or make preparations so that they are prepared. And you talked about life insurance in one of our early shows. Or was it a middle show? We're in the third season. So
we're in the third show. But it actually was in the first season.
Right,
Okay.
and you talked about some of the ways to protect your family easily.
Easily, yes.
Right,
Okay.
right. Making sure.
You know, if you didn't have...
Not easily. You don't have... Dying is not easy, but I'm just saying, to make sure that your family, that wealth is transferred.
Exactly.
That's one way to do it.
One way, okay, to actually create an estate.
Right.
If you don't have the actual physical assets, the
Right.
use of life insurance will automatically create the estate and pass that on to your family. So possibly over the next over this summer, we may go back and pick up some of those additional, or some of those topics, and dig even deeper into those. But for those of you who may have additional questions, feel free to give me a call at 315-930-4499. You can always reach us by email at info@brackensfsn.com. And I am still encouraging everyone, go to YouTube, go to Brackens Financial, and subscribe, because we've added additional segments this week.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, George, and we'll say our plate is full.
All right, Vicki, now can I give them a little Nipsey
Oh, go
in
ahead.
honor of?
Yes, you can.
So we're going to forego your theme song for tonight.
That's
But we
all
will
right.
say,
Okay.
for today,
Vicki, with
Vicki,
L-
right, we're going to say that Vicki Brackens is the president of Brackens Financial Solutions Network, LLC, and a registered representative of LPL Financial, member SIPC. Vicki Brackens, America's Money Maven. First time you hear this on Inspiration for the Nation, Little Nipsey Hussle to take y'all home.
I know radio music you should know, featuring Nipsey Hussle. Hussle with YG. Last time that I checked.
Last time that I checked, there was 5 chains on my neck. There was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, there was sellers in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a killer. Nah, playing no games with you. Pop clutch, switch lanes on you. Nah, I laid down the game for you. Taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you. On the whole thing for you. Reinvest, double up, then explain for you.
Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, inspiration for the nation.
Take off the monopoly board. Hey, y'all, boss claims it gotta be